When I jumped on, I was between 3 to 5 thousand USD per month. And right now I'm at 10. So it was a big jump. Like I speak to people all the time who are just like, this is crazy. If I put a good ad in front of a good lead, they're going to want to work with me. And as long as the targeting's there, they're going to actually see it. And then boom, like the results just come from that. It's that simple. My closing rate is so high for people that come off ads. Like it is ridiculously high. And I'm doing nothing different in the sales process. So it's my content and my ads which are pre-selling them. Because the difference between cold DMs and ads is that number one, there's infinite leverage. And number two, the people that see your ads are actually interested. That's why they are responsive. I like to call it warm outreach because if someone sees your ad and they see your content and then you reach out to them, it's warm and they view you as, whoa, this guy messaged me. Like, whoa, Julian Wallace messaged me, this authority that I look up to. And then all of a sudden it's a different paradigm than some stranger who you've never met before, who could just be a scammer, who could be fake, who could have zero clients, whatever it is. So the difference with ads is that the people are warm and they want to actually work with you. Right here, we can see the date period, 21st of March, 21st of April. That is Australian dollars, 14,760. And that is approximately 10,000 USD. I also was paid 800 Australian via crypto. So if we do that math, it's about 15,500 AUD. So to USD, and that's, yeah, about 10,000.
So Liam, tell me, what would be your advice to anybody who was in your position, who was doing code DMs, completely frustrated? There was a time where it was working for you and then it all stopped and you're like, nothing's working, right? You're in different programs and they're teaching you certain things. You're like, it's still not working for me. You're like, bro, like I need help. So what would be your advice to anybody else who's in your situation and who wants to join the Authority Creators? What would be your advice to them?
I think
Liam, my guy, what's going on, bro?
nothing much. How are you, Julian?
I'm doing well, man. I'm hyped to speak with you. You've been crushing it lately, man.
I appreciate it.
So tell me, so can you introduce yourself to the audience?
I'm Liam. I don't like to coin it this term because it's been very like overused, but I would say I'm a 15-year-old business owner, entrepreneur. So I run a content agency where I help business owners get more leads by posting video content on social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. A lot of people watching this probably do a similar sort of thing. Mine is slightly different because it's fully online. I don't do in-person shoots. So I started this back in September of last year. Since then, I've just been working. Julian, I met, and Julian has coached me in Dreamers Academy. I used all of that information to launch my ads for client acquisition, and now I've just hit 10,000 US dollars in a month at 15 years old, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, man, it's epic. Yeah, Liam was actually he's my editor, my video editor, and I actually found him through a code DM, which I usually don't check, but he caught me at a very good time, and then he did a free edit, and I was like, this kid's young, he's hungry, let's test it out, and it's been working out ever since. And then through him editing my content, he started to learn a lot, right?
Yep, yep. It was like a magnet. I was just editing your content. I was like, hold on a second. I can implement this into my own agency. And then eventually it was in March of this year. I was like, yo, Julian, I'm ready to revamp my agency. I want to join Dreamers Academy because I understood I'm just investing in my education. If I pay Julian X dollars and learn how to get this investment return, this return, it's a good deal. So I was like, yeah, let's join the coaching. So I joined the coaching. I still edit for Julian. And since then, I've launched my ads and targeted Australia, which is where I live and I'm from. And since then, I've just been crushing it.
Nice, man. So tell me this. So we're in this transition of going from like Dreamers Academy to the Authority Creators, right? Same business, just a different name, because I feel like that being an Authority Creator is what resonates with me most, and what my thesis is for this entire process is about building authority and being seen. So what was the problem that you were having, right, before joining the program, and why did you decide to officially get coached by me?
The big problem I was having, and it's probably the most frustrating problem that anyone can have, nothing was working. My cold DMs were working. The whole story is in January, I hit a big month, which was 6,000 USD, and I was super happy with that. I was super proud of myself. And then after that, everything went down for 2 months, and I made only a few $1,000s. and I was very frustrated and nothing was working. I was sending, 50 to 100 cold DMs a day and I wasn't getting any results. I was getting left on red. I was getting left on seen. Nothing was working. My content wasn't bringing me any leads. And I was just like, this is just frustrating. I've got this much money left and I have a few clients that I got from previous months, which are still paying me. So I just was like, yep, let me invest in Dreamers Academy. I've seen the results. I know Julian's a great guy because I literally edit for him and edited all his content. The value in there is immense. If I pay him, it will be even better. And I was just like, you know what? I need ads. I need ads to scale because if I want to hit 10K a month, cold DMs isn't going to cut it. I can't just be a robot sending them all day. Platforms like Instagram, they have a restriction on how many you can send. So I was just like, let me go all in with the ads, right? And then that's what I did. I went all in with the ads. I joined Dreamers Academy. My first ads didn't work very well, but I knew for a fact that they would work because I've seen the proof of concept with Julian and all the other students. So I just kept making ads, I just kept testing, and it was actually the targeting that was off. I didn't realize the importance of targeting. And as soon as the targeting, Julian, I spoke to Julian a lot. We finally got the targeting right because I was just like, we haven't worked in Australia before. So it was like a bit different. We got the targeting right, and then boom, the results came in straight away only after a few weeks. I started working with new clients from Australia. They just started messaging me. I was just like, this is sick. I'm literally just like going for a walk and I just get a message from someone like, hey, let me work with you. I was, yeah, sure, let me send you your calendar. Boom, they book in and it's done. That's what I love so much about content. And now I barely get any results from cold DMs because I don't send them. I just focus on content, long form, short form ads, and it's just been paying off like crazy.
Incredible, man. So tell me about income, right? Like where were you at when we first started and where are you at now?
In US dollars, when I jumped on, I was between 3 to 5 thousand USD per month. And right now I'm at 10. So it was a big jump. Like I speak to people all the time who are just like, this is crazy. Like you went from 3 to 5 to 10K within 30 days, basically. And to me, it wasn't that surprising because I just knew I could do it. And I knew Dreams Academy would actually help me get there. Because at the end of the day, ads are scalable. That's my mindset. I was just like, ads are scalable. If I put a good ad in front of a good lead, they're gonna want to work with me. And as long as the targeting's there, they're gonna actually see it. And then boom, like the results just come from that. It's that simple.
Yeah, it is simple. But more than just ads, right? Tell me like your outlook and what's changed as far as making problem solving content. Because I remember before you were making content, but it was more so following trends, trying to go viral.
Mm.
But you stepped back and now your content resonates a lot more with your audience. So tell me that whole
Yep.
process and how it allowed you to feel more like an authority than someone who just, like you said, was dealing with cold DMs, not getting responses. What was that process like?
First, all my edits were just like being a pest and going viral. Like before I started with Dreams Academy, Julian said he was like, Liam, you're making coaching content, not agency content. And so I switched and I was just like, what do people actually care about? If they're seeing my ad, they want to know why they should be posting content. They want to know the benefits from posting content. They want to know all of these different things. And then I realized it changed my view on what an Instagram account is because an Instagram account is just a very subtle way of selling someone into the idea of you. It's like a business card, but modern, a very converting business card. And so I began making content that was a lot different, that would actually position me as an authority, that would actually nurture the people that come off my ads. And since then, I actually had a sales call the other day, and they were just saying, yeah, my girlfriend saw your ad and she sent it over to me. And I was looking through your content. I was just like, wow, this is exactly what I need because it was answering all my questions. And then when you reached out to me, it was a no-brainer to just jump on a call and pay you. That's literally what someone said like a week ago.
Yeah, because now you have leverage, right? So before what you're doing was trying to go viral, doing trendy things, right? You were making
Mhm.
content for the wrong type of audience. So you're trying to teach people to do what you're doing essentially, but that's not the service you're offering. The service you're offering was for business owners. So we had to tailor your messaging to resonate with those people. And right away, you could see the difference in how people responded to you. And now you're making YouTube videos and all this types of stuff too. Because the cool thing with making, strategic content with intention that solves a problem for a specific person and then running ads to those people, it allows you to be seen as an authority and it builds leverage, right? So now when you're working with people, chances are they've already consumed your content and you have to do less selling when you're on the call with
Yeah.
them versus if it's through cold DM, you have to pitch them on why this random stranger can solve their problem for them.
Yeah, that's something that I actually noticed 2 days ago. I was thinking my closing rate is so high for people that come off ads. Like it is ridiculously high. And I'm doing nothing different in the sales process. So it's my content and my ads which are pre-selling them. Because the difference between cold DMs and ads is that number one, there's infinite leverage. And number two, the people that see your ads are actually interested. That's why they are responsive. I like to call it warm outreach because if someone sees your ad and they see your content and then you reach out to them, it's warm and they view you as, whoa, this guy messaged me. Like, whoa, Julian Wallace messaged me, this authority that I look up to. And then all of a sudden, it's a different paradigm than some stranger who you've never met before, who could just be a scammer, who could be fake, who could have zero clients, whatever it is. So the difference with ads is that the people are warm and they want to actually work with you. Like my closing rate is a lot lower for cold DMs. And I have cold DMs where I'm just like, I go through my process, I pitch a call, and they just say, no, we're not doing a call. It's just like, okay, that's the reality of cold DMs. But with ads, it's so high, they want to actually work with you. So that's the main difference.
Exactly. And it's not just like someone could just hit boost post and that's gonna work. It's the
Exactly.
actual like formula. So we helped you like actual script out the ads too, because there's an actual formula for that. Like too often the
Mm.
people just think, hey, let me just boost this post, and then they get no love from it. So it's one thing just to hit like boost post or just to spend money on ads, but it's the actual copy in the ad and the flow of the ad that is gonna resonate the most.
Without a doubt. If you really think about it, like people, like you could put any piece of content in front of anyone, but if there's no clear call to action or there's no clear copy, they might just scroll. That's the whole point of the ad. The most important part is the creative because you could just boost any video to anyone and think that views is the most important metric when it's not views, it's actual conversions, it's people visiting your profile. And so with Julian, we really focused on the copy and made sure that the copy was actually converting, was actually good, and then also focused on the targeting because targeting is also very important. As Julian said, you can't just expect to click boost and get results. You have to actually make sure that it's being shown to the right people because I could put one of my ads in front of a homeless person and they're not going to pay me because they don't have any money. They're unqualified. But if I put in front of the right person, then they are going to pay me. So that's like the main thing.
Yep, cool, man. And tell me, so like, how has your life changed since making this pivot and implementing this new strategy, right? Because you're still in high school, bro. You're 15 years old, right? You're 15 making 15K Australian, 10K USD. What has that done for your life?
I think it's just achieved what I knew I could do because I always knew I could do this. Like when I hit the 10K, I was happy, but it's like the base for me and I knew I could do more. But it is still a lot of money, like especially in Australia, which I think it's definitely not third world, but like this is more than both my parents combined. It's more than my teachers. It's more than most jobs. I think it's very close to even a doctor over here, which is absolutely crazy. And I've just been, yeah, I might even take my family on a holiday at some point, as I was telling you earlier. So it has done a lot and changed a lot.
I love to hear, bro. Like, I think you're the next Iman starting so early, 15. When you hit 21, you're gonna be in a Maybach, bro. Probably in Dubai in a high rise. But before we hop off, you are young, so I want to make sure that people aren't like, oh, okay, is this legit? So please show us the actual Stripe account as proof because what you're doing at your age is unheard of. When I was 15,
Yeah,
I was not thinking about business at all like this. So let's see that Stripe, bro.
sick. Okay, let's do it. Okay, I've just got the stripe up here. Let me share this. Okay, so right here we can see the date period, 21st of March, 21st of April. That is Australian dollars, 14,760. And that is approximately 10,000 USD. I also was paid 800 Australian via crypto. So if we do that math, it's about 15,500 AUD. So to USD, and that's yeah, about 10,000 US dollars. So that's the proof there. I can refresh this for you guys, which just do now. And I think I might have to change up the time periods. Yeah, so the 21st of the 3rd to the 21st of the 4th. That was the 15K month.
Incredible.
Whoops, you're gonna have to blur that out, bro.
Yeah, incredible, bro.
You're
So,
bro, you're winning the leaderboard, by the way.
yeah, I know good business when I see it, man. I know good work. So Liam, tell me, what would be your advice to anybody who was in your position, who was doing code DMs, completely frustrated? There was a time where it was working for you, and then it all stopped. And you're like, nothing's working, right? You're in different programs and they're teaching you certain things. You're like, it's still not working for me. You're like, bro, like I need help. So what would be your advice to anybody else who's in your situation and who wants to join the authority creators? What would be your advice to them?
I think you need to stop doing the old methods because they all expire. It's like I was using this cold DM script in January and it was getting results and then it just stopped working. Every DM script expires. The only thing that doesn't expire is content and ads because that's what people actually want to see. They want to learn, they want to actually be nurtured, they want to have a solution and they don't want to be getting pesky cold DMs. I would just say take the leap because at the end of the day, it's just an investment. It's just like putting your money into a stock. You've seen the results from Julian and his students, even myself. And if you invest money, you get an ROI. That's exactly my mindset. When I was in March and I was struggling with everything, I just thought, hey, let me pay Julian to teach me how to do these ads because I know for a fact that the ads work and I know for a fact that they'll work for me because what Julian teaches is so applicable to literally anyone and there's basically no competition because everyone is doing it with it like within their own markets.
It's very true. This is the best strategy for the local markets. Like when you go
Exactly.
super broad, there is more competition, more ad dollars spent. But locally, most people and most business owners don't know how to run ads. And they don't know how to build a brand.
Yep.
They rely solely
Exactly.
on word of mouth and referrals for the most part, which is a great way to grow business, but it's not something that you should depend on because those things don't always come.
Exactly.
So if you're only
It's not
depending
always
on
sustainable.
referrals and word
Exactly.
of mouth, that's a recipe for disaster because things aren't always good, right? So it's good to have a predictable way to get clients on autopilot.
Exactly. And with the authority creator, when you're targeting local markets, it's just so untapped. If you go broad and you're cold outreaching to people, it's just so competitive and unscalable. Like every single person on Instagram that you reach out to is probably having 5 to 10 other agencies messaging them every single day. I'm like Julian gets 5 to 10 people every single day asking to do what I do for him. And if I didn't message him at the right time, then it wouldn't be me working with him. So that's like the thing with cold DMs. It's just a very big coincidence where with ads, for a fact that you're going to get a result, it's completely like controllable, it's scalable, and just you're bringing people that are interested to you rather than putting yourself in front of people that aren't interested.
Yep. So Liam, thank you for doing this with us. And we'll have an update when you hit your first 30K. So
Yeah, for sure.
30K,
Let's do it.
50K, 100K. Let's keep the roadmap going. I want to help you get all the way there, bro.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm super excited.
Yes, sir. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Peace.